Today, he's laughing. We have Dave Wheeler, without whom this radio show would not be broadcast.
Well, I think it would be broadcast. It would just not have me on it. There's one thing we can certainly learn from me here today, which is always make sure to take your gum out before you do an interview.
So we really count on Dave to help us with post-production audio in our community because without good audio, you do not have any form of media. And we really rely on him in film production and game design. And he's just our god, our local god, when it comes to post-production sound. And he says, "Oh, God," at that. So speaking of God, there's a film in our community right now.
It's a segue.
Yeah, that was a great segue. Called Walking with Herb, which I think is about God or a relationship with God. And you've been working on it. You can't tell us much about it, but you've been working on that, right?
Yeah, there's not until it comes out, you can't really say much about it. But the actors that have come in to work on it are busy people, to say the least, and they've got other obligations that they've got to fulfill while they're out here in the Mesilla Valley. So I've been working with them on the side a little bit, and doing posting stuff and that type of thing. But I'm glad, the local film community is doing really well. We're bringing people in. Netflix just came into New Mexico.
I know, we're so excited about them buying Albuquerque Studios.
Now's our chance, people.
Yes, let's get it together.
Yeah, if you never supported local film before, now's your chance. You should do that.
Yeah, so I heard that you were talking with Edward James Olmos, who's also starring in Walking with Herb, and he has some other projects going, and he said, "Hey, Dave, would you help me out here?"
Yeah, well, it's true. We were working on that. Of course, I think I'm the only studio in town that is set up to help him out with that. So I got lucky with friends who are also working on the film and set that whole thing up. So, yeah, it's good, Nice, very normal, nice people. Pleasure to be doing it.
So you weren't Star Trek by Edward James?
No, not by them. Just by Mick Jagger.
Yeah, just by Mick Jagger. So, but no, you told me another time when Dolores Huerta came to town.
No, listen, that was cool. There have been, names come through town to work, and it's great. Once in a while, though, you get a biggie like that. And Dolores Huerta was huge to have her, and she was cutting a commercial for Diane Dennis. This was back in the gubernatorial race before our illustrious Martinez. We can talk about her a little bit. Nah, let's not.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Moving on.
Yeah. She likes to take credit for the tax incentive, I know. That was Bill Richardson's idea. Anyway, moving on. She came in to do
This was Dolores Huerta.
Yeah, Dolores Huerta came into the studio and with her group, and it's kind of cool. One of her guys just snapped a picture of her doing her thing, but I kind of got caught in the background, so I put the picture on my website to prove that I was there, that she was there. But no, really cool. She was, standing right next to Bobby Kennedy before he got shot, working with Cesar Chavez. Huge, historical type person.
And you could feel that coming through the ages.
Yeah, her confidence was amazing, and she's getting up there now. But yeah, absolutely 100%. There's a difference between an entertainer and like a doer, someone who's changing the world, and she was definitely that, no doubt about it.
So you really are a resource for post-production in town. And you're working on another project that's going to go to South by Southwest.
Yeah, Andrew Hada, he's been on my show. I do a show here on Friday nights from 7 to 9 called The Mix. Anyway, and I've interviewed him for that before, and he's a filmmaker. He went to school here at NMSU, but he's from El Paso, and he's got a movie he's working on called The Empty Space that I can talk about. And you know what? We're almost done posting that, but it's a really interesting film. Andrew always kind of, his films kind of focus on the supernatural and kind of out of off the norm type thing. So it's fun from a sound design point of view to get a bunch of sound effects that aren't cheesy, but intriguing.
Yeah. Last night I went to Radio Silence, a Troy Scouten Seniors project with,
Oh, okay.
and they had sound post production issues too. It's always the case. We all gotta work on that.
You got to do it right, people. And you know what? Everyone puts a lot of emphasis on the way it looks, and I understand that. But there was radio before there was, movies, people. Sorry, there was. So that's the way it is. And if it doesn't sound good, everyone's going to notice. If you're a sound guy or a sound engineer, if you're a student in post-production, you've got to know that if nobody notices that you've worked on it, you've done your job right.
We have to be invisible.
Yeah, got to be.
Yeah, but
unless it's what are these movies with who's the Chris Pratt guy? Galaxy.
I can't help you here.
Say it again. Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Where you got all of these crazy noises and sound design. Well, then yeah. But if it's a dialogue type thing, yeah. If they notice the sound, then you screwed up.
Yeah. So, Dave, what can we do to support audio post-production in Las Cruces? I think this radio show is a
actually,
step forward.
This is probably the best example right here. And just get out and do it. If you're a young filmmaker, don't ignore it. There are a lot of people doing films these days, and a lot of them are concentrating so hard on how it looks they forget to listen to it. Turn the screen off and just listen and see what you think.
Yeah.
And I'm real nitpicky, and I think most sound guys are kind of very picky when it comes to. It's got to be there. If it's not there, then we got problems, and it's going to drive me nuts.
Yeah.
There are songs that I've done with my bands that I can't listen to anymore because there's a little issue that I said,
Then we'll leave it.
Who cares? But I hear it now every time. And if the song turns on, I don't want to hear it because I'm waiting for that one moment. Should have changed that when I had the chance. So, yeah, how do you support it? Just do it and believe in yourself to do it. If you need to get educated, hey, DACC, arts program now? Okay.
Yeah, well,
CMT,
we still are Creative Media Technology that runs the film studies and game design.
Okay, good. That's what you should do.
Yeah, we also support our theater program.
Theater's good too.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
But take Lamaya's class if you are interested in sound. Well, I took your class 10 years ago.
Yeah,
maybe
sound
even
design
longer.
class.
And I just to have fun with it, to check it out. And it was great. I had a great time. I learned Final Cut. I thought it was great.
Yeah, now we're using Premiere Pro. We use Audacity and we use Audition. And and we used to teach Pro Tools, but we have some difficulties with technology. And technology is expensive.
Yeah. He is expensive for you guys.
Yeah.
We won't go into any other detail than that.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Dave. And we really want to thank you again for all that you do for our community and all that you've donated to this radio station and all the time you put into mentoring us and our students. And
well, thank you. And congratulations on your show and continued success.
Thank you.